Welcome to Trading Lounge and the gold silver report for the 1st of March. In a nutshell, we're still in this blue wave 4 coming down through here, and this little area in here around the 1700 and the 1650 is kind of where we were looking at. There's some other little targets in there. Now, I've always sort of held that the move down through here can be counted in a couple of different ways. So it could be counted down here as in 3 waves moving down. It could also be counted in 5 waves moving down, in a nutshell, right? So we've been tracking in various ways 2 possibilities with all of this, but it's never really displayed any bullish impulse patterns to the upside in all of these moves to the upside here. This one, they've all been corrective moves. So yeah, it's still pointing down, and it's probably likely to go down further. So today we can pretty much just go over what we've already been doing and looking at various ways that this can play out through here in its journey to the downside with all of this. So with that in mind, we'll go in and have a look at a couple of different counts. But yeah, the takeaway is that we've still got further to move down lower within all of that. So I'm not sure what I've done with different counts, but this count here is an ending diagonal triangle. So, and this may not be correct. Any of these could be correct or incorrect, okay? But I still feel that we need to come down. And even when we do come down and we find our low, what we'll be looking for in terms of going long is we would want to see a nice impulse wave to the upside, and then we'll see a move back as an ABC pattern and then move up from that point, and we can go long above the B wave high there, or we can draw a line through here. If this is very clear that we have 5 waves, so then we could buy even lower in here, but we don't have that yet. Okay, so that's the point of all of this. There's different supports down here we can use, of course, but yeah, so in this instance here, we would need this move here to also end in 3 here to give us that ending diagonal triangle. And this arrangement could be played out in other ways as well with all of this. So let me see this for a moment. It could play out like this, with an A and a B here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got overlaps on wave 1 and 4, but that can play out in an ending pattern as well. In this case, we'd still be looking for 5 waves down here, so I still think there would be another little move down there in that regard as well. So this would be some sort of little wave 4 rally with another move down here, and that could be the end of it there. That could be jolly well be the end of it at that point. So that's possible. I can't remember what I've done on different charts. This is another count here that takes us down a little bit further, with the A wave here, then A and a B and a C here for the B wave, then down for 1, back for 2, and down for 3 here. And then this way we may not get overlapping wave structures within all of this, so we'd still need to come down here further. We'd want to see this move here, wave 3, longer than wave 1, and then wave 4 pulling back at that point, and then moving down lower in that case. So you can see this one will take us down to 1650, no problems. So I don't see anything wrong with that count either, you know. There's no overlap, so that would be the next kind of conservative count to look at. But it could even go down further as well. I don't know where I've got that done, but I did do something of that nature. Not just checking around to see what I may have done with it. Oh, this one, yeah, right. So you can throw tomatoes at me if you want with this one, but this one's taking a a much deeper view to the downside as well. And I don't see anything wrong with this as well. So we can look at this as down for 1 here, and ABC back for 2 here. And I know that this is a bit rough in here, but it could be construed as as an impulse wave and a corrective wave here. So 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 here, and then the third wave down here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 coming down here, then 4 and then 5 and then 4 and 5 and 4. So that could possibly happen as well. I thought I'd draw this out today just to put it out there, because that way we won't be in any shock if it does occur, you know. And if we've got a count that ends down here on this little wave here, say, which we have a count on that one, so that could be the low here, well then we just need to monitor that to see if it's in 5 waves or 3 waves. And if it's in 3 waves, well then we can rule out that count and we can look at the next count down to this point. And if this one here is in 3 waves rather than 5 waves, well then we know, well, we're either got this count or we've got this other particular count at that point. So in one of these here, one of these moves to the upside, we will need to see that nice impulse wave to the upside at some point, because that will be our guiding light on that as such. Because if we get 5 waves in the opposite direction, then we'll get that counter trend, and at minimum we'll get another 5 coming up into this space here. So, I mean, of course, all of these here, that wave 4 there, and that wave 4 and that wave 4, they will all look like this anyway in a smaller version. So we'll need to understand that too, because there'll need to be an A and a B and a C wave. So it will have to be of a certain size. So we'd need to see 5 waves in that whole length there, not just half of it, you know. That's how we'll handle that one and that one and that one within all of that. So yeah, let's just have a quick look at, I don't know what I got on the hourly here, and this is, don't worry about all of that up there, I'm just focused on this one here for this. So gold can continue to rally up into, say, 1750 before dropping again, okay? So just to let you know that much. Let's have a look at silver. And silver, I've been working 2 counts, and I'm going to keep working the 2 counts, but I've found another way to work a positive count. It's a bit of a long shot, and I know that a lot of folks won't be that happy about it, but that's okay too. So first of all, this is the bearish count we've had for silver. So that means we've got wave 3 over here with an A wave here, an A and a B and a C wave for the B wave here, and then looking for 5 waves down through to here. Now it has broken the low off through here, so there's a good chance that it can just continue to move down in this regard, you know. So it's something that, you know, we've had here, and we need to keep it there. One of the things that I wanted to point out too is that this happened with Bitcoin when Elon Musk came in, and then we had the Wall Street bet guys, you know, pushing this up through here, and then those banks came in with 7,000 contracts to push the price down again. So in a way, you know, if we cut that top off here, because that was all just news spike, and we look at the wave count from this point to this point up here, then that becomes a little bit more interesting in that way. That means we could go 1 and 2 here and 3 here and ABC for 4 and then up for 5 here. So if we snip the top off here, which is probably not the done thing, but it was news driven and so on. I mean, even that in the Bitcoin when Elon Musk did the same thing, the market still came back down and then started to vibrate in its pathway here. So something can be thrown off its path by manipulation or whatever, but it'll come back and then continue in its pathway. So there is a good case for looking at forgetting that top there and just looking and counting from this point up here. So I want to talk to you about that. Today as well. So a different sort of slightly different bullish count. What have I got on the 8 hour? Probably nothing. Okay, well, that's here is where it is here. So In this case here, if we look at the bullish count, well, if we go back to the bullish count on the 6 hour, that's where we had our bullish count here. So we had wave 3 over here with the A wave, the B wave, 1, 2, 3, and then the A, B, C, D, E here for the 4th and down for the 5th. So I'm always quite happy with that low there. You know, I have to say, I've always been, you know, that's always been my primary count here. And this move here as 5 waves, that's not a problem. This one here. So then I was thinking, yeah, so if we just snip that off there, then we could look at this as 1 and 2 here, and all of this, the 3rd wave up here, the 4th wave, and the 5th wave here. Now, if that's the case, then we could look at this as the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here. Now, that can come down one more leg down here as well into the 50-60% retracement level, and then work up here. So I was thinking, look, this may not be the case, right? But if that occurs and then gold bottoms out as well in one of its counts, and we get 5 waves up here, then we'll start to look for the counter trend here, and then that means we can move this here and bring that over here a little bit lower here, and then look to move up long in that case there. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it's just something that I think that we just should be made aware of, that's all, and I just wanted to talk about it. So we can still keep our wave 4 here, and then up for 1, back for 2, up for 1, back for 2, up for 1, back for 2, and that's where we really need to be in on the market. So if that occurs, then now we know what to do, okay? Will it occur? I don't know. You know, the market just could continue to drop in our bear market count in that case, you know. So what will happen within all of this, I'm not sure, but you know, we could very easily count this down as 1 here and 2 here and down for 3 here and 4 here and 5 here, and then have a rally back up to, you know, as an ABC rally, and then move down from that point. So that's why we're not going to move that quickly either with all of this. So we'd need to see that 5 waves up there in that regard, you know. This was and speaking of that, this would be a bearish count where we've got wave B here with wave 1 or wave A here, then an A and a B and a C here, pulling back to the 50-60% mark. We don't have 5 waves down here just yet, but we could certainly get that with wave 1 here and 2 here and coming down for 3. I need to pull that apart a bit further here, but yeah, if we do get 5 waves down here, well, then we'll just get a counter trend here, and then we'll get another 5 coming down, so we can go short under this lot here, but we need that 5 waves here, and we just don't have that yet. So so all in all, not a lot to report today, but just tracking things as they move along, and certainly no bullish long trades yet for gold or silver. They haven't bottomed yet, and we just need to chill out and wait for that to occur. Alrighty, I'll just leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.